Oh, I've just caught me having a nap there. Oh, I was dreaming one of the weirdest dreams I've had, and that's saying something. Bread. Now, I know a bit about bread, do I? Because I sometimes make it myself. Day before yesterday, actually, I made a wonderful loaf. I've still got some left, but it's got to be sorted. And it's a story set, of course, in the good old Norse times. There was a Viking, came from Norway. There was a Scotsman, came from Scotland. And there was a Welsh person, come from Wales. That's all pretty self-explanatory at the moment. But they were travelling. And as is the way with travellers, they got tired and hungry. And as they walked across the green fields of England, the wind caught it, and there was a chill there. And as it got chilly, they could see that the sky was the colour of hammered pewter, and the storm clouds were rolling in. And the Viking said, "Looks like the storm bird has come to pay us a visit." "It has at that," said the Irishman. "Aye, aye, aye," said the Scotsman. He was quite annoyed because he was cold, he was hungry, and could do with a drink. So off they went and crossed the moors. The sheep sort of looked up and thought, hello, a bit weird going out this time of night. And eventually they came to a ruined farmhouse. "I reckon we ought to stay here for the night." "Yeah, I think you're right there. It'll be a good idea to settle down." "Ah, come on now. Cheer yourselves up. Come on now. In you come now." And they sat down. There was a room with a ceiling, so they felt okay. They lit a fire on the firestone that was there. The orange glow lit up the place. Made it look quite nice, actually. And the wind howled and whistled like a banshee, the Irishman said. Although the other two weren't absolutely sure what a banshee was, they still felt that probably they might not like to meet a banshee. Let me tell you, no, you don't want to meet one. So they sat there, and there was a rumble from somebody's stomach. "Is that you, Patrick?" "It could be. Oh, by the gods, I'm hungry." "I'd be hungry as well." "Yeah, that's me as well, mate. I'm starving. My stomach thinks my throat's been cut." "What's that bottle you got there, Jock?" "Ah, so we drink." Okay. They had a drink to keep themselves warm, which, as you know, is no good because it actually takes away body heat, but we'll leave the science to the scientists. And they had some. So now, we've only got a small amount of bread. "I have an idea," said the Englishman, or the Viking. "What?" "We all go to sleep, we have a dream, and whoever has the best dream has the bread. It's a 1 in 3 chance." "Yeah, okay." So they took their cloaks, wrapped it round them, got near the fire, and pretty soon there was... It disturbed the mice, who were not happy about this. They got the place to themselves. But such is life. And they snored. The storm abated, and eventually the kiss of dawn came. The sun shone brightly and the birds were singing. There was a bit of dew on the ground, and it was one of those August days that in the morning is so beautiful that poets try to describe and never can. "Are you all awake then?" "I'm awake. What's the matter with you?" "Oh, gosh, do you have to be so loud in the morning?" "Right, come on, remember what we said. We've only got a limited amount of bread, and we've all agreed it's only enough for one. So, we'll start with you, Patrick. How was your dream?" "I know. I dreamt," and this is truthful, hand on heart, "I dreamt that in my sleep I'd gone to greet the angels in heaven, and I joined their choir, the heavenly host, and was blessed among men." Quite impressive. What about you, Chuck? What did you dream? "Well, that's funny. I dreamt pretty much the same, even though my accent is going Irish. So, I dreamt that I'd met the heavenly host, and that God himself had told me that we want you to be in charge of the heavenly choir. Oh, promotion, yeah. Right, that sounds good. Alright, what did you dream? Well, I dreamt that you two were up in heaven with the heavenly host arguing over it, and had left me the bread. And with that, the Viking picked up the bread and ate it. Now, if that's not but bread is a very important thing, even today. In my case, sometimes I can't afford to buy it, so I have to make it, and it's quite satisfying. So it's with me, it's a hit and miss, but my ex-girlfriend used to make excellent bread. She used to make 2 or 3 loaves a day. I mean, I make mine, it's pretty good. It's eatable. I'm still here, you know what I mean? So, yeah. In those days, we're talking about the Viking period, bread is not like you and I have today. For a start, wheat wasn't the main consistent consistent of it. What you would have was pea flour. You'd get some spelt, which is a primitive form of wheat, and maybe some wheat. But also, we found a loaf. There were 29 different seeds in it, some of which you'd be asked some very penetrating questions by the police. The loaf itself had been preserved because it had been burnt. It was virtually charcoal. You had to break it in. But it just goes to show. Also, another thing which you find in the skeletal remains of people from this period is their teeth. You won't find bad teeth very often, but what you will find is, if you look at the tooth, it's got a black dot on it. And that's because the grains that they use for the bread are ground on sandstone. And it's like when you have a sandwich on the beach with sand, it gets gritty. And what you're doing when you chew, you're rubbing your teeth against a hard object. And eventually the enamel is worn away. And then you have this black dot, which is the pulp. And if you keep eating it, eventually you'll get a cavity which becomes infected and abscesses occur. The most people who had abscesses in their teeth were the ancient Egyptians, because they always used sandstone, and they average about 2 abscesses per skull, which is a pretty serious thing. If you are lucky enough to go to Jorvik in England, in York, there is a skeleton of a guy 25, and his jaw has dropped, and you could see the black dots along the whole of his teeth. So he's 25. Wouldn't be long before he's suffering acute pain. And we hear of the Viking leader Harold Bluetooth, which meant he had a blue tooth that had gone rotten. Possibly, I'm not saying it is, but that's more than likely due to the bread he ate with stone fragments in it. It's very fine, it's like a dust. And today you can get stone ground flour. I mean, people don't eat that much stone ground flour, but if you kept eating it, that's what would happen. So, I mean, today bread is very different. Your average white slice loaf, nothing wrong with that. And there's the traditional Irish soda bread. Different types of bread, different. They're all as good. They're all a very necessary thing, and it's a thing. Have a go at making it. It's great fun. You can be successful or not successful. It depends how you do it. But read up about it. Or get a bread making machine if you feel that you need it. Personally, I prefer these are the best machines. And I suggest if you're starting out, use white bread flour. You need the strong flour and dried yeast, and a bit of water, sugar and salt. And make your dough. Robert's your father's brother. You've got a nice fresh loaf. So enjoy yourself, and I hope that you enjoy that. It's good. It's a bit of fun. Why not? And I do it because economically I'm financially embarrassed a lot of the time, and it's easier for me to make bread. Another bread you can make, which is famous out east, is pita bread, and that's just flour, water, bit of salt. You know, mix them together, roll it out, and put it under the grill, and you got yourself pita bread. So anyway, there you go. Bread is very important, so as I say, don't stint yourself. If you can't buy it, make it. If you can't make it, well, I hope you've got good friends who'll help you out. I'm lucky in that way. So, to sum up, bread is the staff of life, and enjoy yourself. So, till we meet again, bye. Oh, just one more thing. Don't forget, if you want to subscribe, press the subscription bell at the top corner there, or hashtag Viking bread tales, and we'll get back to you. Please leave us your comments. We are always interested in them. It does take a bit of time because there's not many of us, and poor old Bragi, he's burning the candle at both ends. He's doing a marvellous job, but don't let that put you off. It's what we're here for. And ask us questions, comments, whatever, and till we meet again, bye.